Live. Cool beans. Hey everyone, and welcome to Hooping Live. We are having a great time in here today because we have some awesome stuff to celebrate. We had a little bit of a malfunction sending out links, so we are posting links right now. Hopefully they, oh yes, they have been shared. So yeah, if I'm gonna wait a little bit so people can kind of start filtering in. Will, did you want to share the link on your personal Facebook if you haven't already?
I'm putting it up now.
Cool beans. Awesome. So anyway, for those of you who are watching right now, we decided to start the show a little differently. We're going to kind of talk about like life stuff and then kind of move into the hoop stuff and kind of wait for everyone to filter in and grab their stuff and bring their comments/questions. I'm so original. Anyway, so we have an awesome panel today. We have Jenna's here. Yay. She just got done with making one of her videos, which I am going to let her talk about because I don't know when it's going to be up and what the details are on it. And then we have Will. So, Jenna, do you want to go ahead and introduce yourself and maybe give them a little update about what's going on?
Yeah, for sure. Hey, guys. As Audrey said, I'm Jenna. I've been hooping for like 3.5 years now. I don't know if I've officially hit like the half-year mark, but it's like coming up. It's somewhere around there. I'm local to the Lawrence, Kansas area, and I'm always in like Overland Park and downtown Kansas City. So if you ever want to like meet up and hoop, let me know. I can work out my school and work schedule, and we can get down and jam. And yes, as Audrey said, I am going to be hopefully releasing a new video sometime this week. Me and my good friend Heather, who filmed all of my videos for Hooping Idol, if any of you were caught up with my Hooping Idol, very short Hooping Idol journey, she edited and shot all of my videos for that, and so she has been doing the same thing for this new video. She's been sending me clips like all last night and a little bit today of her editing together shots. So hopefully it will be going up this week. I will talk to her here in a second when everybody else is talking, so I'm not just like looking at my phone constantly, and just get an update from her about it. I'm not gonna give away too much, but I will say that it is all fire. No LED, no day hoops, everything is fire. So it was really awesome to shoot. We tried a lot of different things. We tried a lot of new things with quick wicks, and you guys will see. It's gonna be awesome. And do we have time to do demos?
Yeah, let's do demos. Go for it.
We'll do that.
Awesome. Yeah, it's going to be really cool to see your video. We're going to exploit you and sell you for money.
Well, good.
Yeah. I've been watching Breaking Bad lately, so I'm like all about the like craziness of life.
Oh my gosh, yeah, I'm like finishing Breaking Bad right now. It's so good.
It's so crazy. Everything just gets getting crazier. The turtle and the head and
dude,
what?
The turtle part was insane. I could not believe
I threw my iPad at my cat on accident during that part.
Ruined the ending for me.
We're not ruining it. We're just saying turtle head. That means nothing to you. Okay. Okay. All right, Jenna, go ahead. All right. Nice. Beautiful. Dude, you are rocking it with your hands. It's awesome. Nice. Beautiful.
Keep going, I'll go on forever. So.
Very nice.
It's so cool to like watch the progression. I want to eventually, I don't know how many shows we've done, but we should do like a 100th show celebration or something and make some sort of like compilation video of like maybe like Hooping Live's like funniest moments or something like that, or greatest, I don't know.
Every time you struggle to find words.
Yeah. Every time Audrey says something really dumb. Okay, so next up we have Will, who is our newest member to the team. He, for those of you who don't know, was the sponsorship winner for the Florida Flow Fest contest. And
Awesome.
yeah. And we connected and got along pretty well when we met, so we are going with it. And so he's going to be a part of the show now, and he has an awesome background in different sorts of arts. So I'm going to go let him introduce himself and give you a little history and welcome him to the team.
All right. My name's Will Weimer. I've been hooping for a little under 2 years. It's something that I've done before that was a lot of martial arts. I've done that for decades, so I definitely think that comes through in a lot of the different flow that I do or different jams that I got going on with that.
That's awesome. So you have a very interesting style of hooping. It's very ninja-esque. I don't know if you can do that in the space you're in right now. Do you want to do a demo, or would you like me to?
I could do some small tricks, but I was trying to hoop in this space earlier, and I'm sitting there, I'm like slamming into furniture, hitting the walls. I broke a lamp over here earlier, so
Okay,
I'll do some small stuff if you want me to.
Yeah, just do like a quick little thing.
All right.
Go for it. And while he's doing that, I will go ahead and let you guys know that we are doing a show after this to talk about being a part of the Hooping Live team. The link will be posted on the Hooping Live Facebook page, so sure to check it out. He has such a cool flow. Oh, shoot!
Nice.
Angled head hooping. What in the heck just happened? And he's doing it with like such a small hoop, too.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome. Does that mean he's done? Look at that butt. Just kidding. I'm not kidding. I don't know if you heard me say any of that, but that'd be funny if you did. Anyway, cool. So that was awesome. Thanks. I don't know. Can he even hear me right now? Well.
He's putting headphones in. There we go.
Oh, he was okay. Awesome. Thank you. I appreciate you doing that. And as we get ourselves more organized, I'll be sure to update everyone with the panel members and guests' videos so you guys can kind of keep up to date with like who is what and what is who. Anyway, so my name is Audrey, also known as Audrey here on YouTube. This is Hooping Live. We have our show every Monday at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. We talk about hooping and everything to do with the flow community. Sometimes we do get off topic, which is okay. We can rant and we can ramble. We have a lot of awesome stuff coming up, but before I tell you all of that, I'm going to do a quick demo, and then we'll get into all the awesome sauce. So if you guys want to share the link to this video for all your friends that might want to know what's going on, you can go ahead and do that now if you want. If you don't, just sit back. Have yourself a cup of tea. I'm like in a really weird mood today because Taylor Swift's album just came out, and I've been like in this weird kind of like trance all day. I'm not crazy, I swear. Actually, I'm pretty crazy. I will eat everyone. Okay. fun.
Very nice.
Alrighty. Alright, Choki. So if you guys have any questions or comments about anything you saw in any of the demos today, or maybe just anything that you just want to know or just say out loud, you can leave them down in the comments below and we will read them out to you to be heard. So this is your time to express yourself and ask your questions. Without further ado, I am going to get into the awesome news that is happening here on the hoopingLIVE network. Like I said, after the show, we are going to have a kind of a team meeting where if you want to be a part of hoopingLIVE, you can come in and learn about, you know, what positions we have open and kind of like what to do and whatnot. It's really cool. It's going to be fun and it's not intimidating, so if you're scared to come in, don't be. It's not like scary and not like it's going to be a job interview, and I'm not going to like get off camera and be like some crazy person. I don't know. I don't know why I said that. Anyway, why do I talk sometimes? So anyway, like I said, okay, so the good news is that Taylor Swift's album just came out. I'm just kidding. That's great news, actually. But the good news is that we have a bunch of people that want to be a part of the show and help out on the show. For instance, like I said last week, Lee Jeffries is going to be coming in. Abby from Hula Monsters is coming in. Unity of the Hula Hoopers is also going to come in. We don't know the exact date yet, but they want to come in and talk to all of you about kind of what's been going on the page and kind of, you know, clear the air and express themselves a little bit, because I think there's been some issues going along with that page. So if you're interested or have any questions, comments, or concerns with them, that can be your time to express them. And of course, if you ever want to contact any of us, you can email info@hoopinglive.com and we will get back to you as soon as possible. I sound like a message machine. Please leave a number after the tone, and you may leave a fax transmission. Thank you. That was my dad's. I don't know. What else? I'm not looking at notes. I remember everything. The other good news is I made a video the other day. Some of you might have seen it. Some of you might have not. It was a NeoCell video. Craig and I have decided that making kind of updated videos with all the team members, if we can, it's kind of like a trial thing where we make videos and talk about maybe a product that we like or what's kind of going on in everyday life. And I did the first one the other day, or 2 days ago, about NeoCell's beauty bursts, and because I take chewy gummy candy vitamins because I'm awesome. And I'm not real, and I don't love candy. Everything I just said, but opposite. Anyway, but so they liked the video, which was so exciting. And then they emailed us, and they want to like send hoopingLIVE some stuff. And then we asked them if they wanted to be a part of the show and talk about their product, and they said yes. So this awesome company that makes these great vitamins is going to come in, talk about health, talk about wellness, talk about their brand, and teach you guys a little bit about health and wellness, and answer your questions. So if you guys have any questions for them, you can. They seem like a really cool company, very much kind of in the zone of what the hoop community is all about, which is super cool. So that's really exciting news. And also there is someone's going to be...
Audrey, can I show mine?
Oh yeah, show them, please.
Okay, here are the ones that I bought after Audrey talked about them on the show, and I've already eaten 2 of them. They were delivered, believe it or not, on Sunday by Amazon. Can you
Wow, that was quick.
On Sunday, the first time I ever got a delivery on Sunday, and I got them, and I've already had 2, and they are fantastic.
Yeah, they're really good. They make your skin all supple. I don't know if I like that word.
What word did you just
go
say?
in the
Supple.
supple.
Supple. Oh, that's not what I heard.
Well,
Yeah, my skin's almost as nice as Audrey's now. Keyword being almost.
Anyway.
After just 2 units.
Okay, Greg, cool. Oh, goodness gracious sakes alive. All right, so anyway, I swear we're going to talk about hooping, but I got lucky enough to be chosen to be, I'm going to have a documentary made on me. Not long. It's a short, it's not like a whole like feature-length film featuring myself and Chakra, because my life is not that cool where you can do a feature-length film and be like, well, today I played some Zelda. Anyway, it's going to be like a 3-minute kind of short film documentary. It's going to be very artistically created. It's going to be by Correspondence Films, which are the people that created No Real Than You Are. They want to do something really different than the hooping community's ever seen. So we'll see how it goes. We have to shoot it by Thursday because we're in a time crunch because we're using a red camera, which if you guys don't know what a red camera is, it's like epic. So that'll be interesting, and I'm going to talk about Hooping Live a lot and kind of the whole concept that Jen and I often talk about you know, kind of the way the hoop path and whatnot. So that'll be cool. And the other good news was that Hooping Live has been the top hit website in Sarasota for like 2 weeks.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Nice. Very
That's
nice.
awesome.
Yeah. So something has like shifted in the universe, and you guys have made this little baby of Hooping Live grow, and I feel like I can speak for all of us when I say we're very grateful for it, because things are happening. Anyway, Jenna, do you have any questions or comments about any of that?
No.
Will?
Nope.
Happy? Cool beans. Let's get to the comments. Okay. So Solfino says, I'll buy mass-produced Jennas. Exploit to the max. Oh, man, that'd be a very expensive thing to buy. Yeah, that's a compliment. Cassandra Falcon says, I'm having a lot of trouble hooping on the upper part of my body. I can hoop on my chest, with no arms, or with one arm for a little bit, but I can't get both my arms in without it falling. I am definitely progressing with breaks, but cannot understand the paddling part at all. Please help. Oh, we can help.
Well, good thing Audrey has a sweet breaks and paddles video that I learned how to do breaks and paddles from, so she's like expertise.
That's where I learned my breaks and pedals too.
Hey. That's so awesome. That makes me so happy when people say that. I'm like, oh God, I did something right.
I learned chest hooping from your really old chest hooping video.
What?
You know that one that you made like forever ago?
Oh my God, really?
Yeah. Dude,
I've helped people
before. I've watched like all of your videos multiple times.
Dude, that's nuts. I was watching some of them today and I was just like, oh. Like, what? I like have Chakra and I'm like, hello, my name's Chakra. My mom can't.
I remember that.
Yeah, I was totally sober. I was like, what was I doing? It was funny though. That was a long time ago. But anyway, so okay, yeah, I can like go over it very briefly with you, but there is, like Jenna said, a video that goes in full details of breaks and paddles and chest hooping on my YouTube channel, which you can find through hoopinglive.com. But pretty much paddling, what you want to think of is that you're pushing the hoop around your body. So think about kind of right when the hoop's coming around, it's almost like you're substituting your chest when it pushes out. I'll try to exaggerate this a little bit. So kind of when it's like pushing it, you're like substituting your chest for hands instead, and you're doing that continuous motion of pushing the hoop around your body. And that's when the breaks and paddles kind of come together. getting your arms in is just going to be kind of like a movement. I definitely do not suggest standing in one spot and trying to do this. I mean, you can, but my recommendation is kind of going like back and forth and letting the hoop kind of rotate around your body. But yeah, Jenna, do you have any quick tips you want to give her, or?
I'm trying to think. It's definitely more, I mean, when I was first learning chest tubing, I was really focusing on like push with my chest, push with my back, push with the chest, like that back and forth motion. But what you really want to do is like while you're spinning in the circle, like Audrey said, it slows down the rotation of your hoop, and you need to focus on feeling that, like, yes, go across the front of your chest, but also push with your side, and then push with your back, and then push with your other side. And that whole motion is going to come from your feet rocking back and forth, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, absolutely. Will, do you have any quick tips?
If that doesn't work out for you, you can always go with my method, which is fake it till you make it. I will usually sit there, I'll try to chest hoop, and when I wouldn't get it, I would just do a break, send it back the other way, same thing, send it back the other way, and I'd keep doing that as quick as I could until eventually I ended up catching up with my hoop and getting the chest hooping down. Because I feel like until you get the feeling for it, it's almost like sometimes it's a misconnection.
Absolutely, that's great. Yeah, that you can also do that with if you can't get paddling down yet, then yeah, that too. That's how I cheated chest hooping for so long. And the opposite current, which is the opposite way that you flip opposite, was which way do I hoop? Okay. So I would, when I wanted to learn how to chest hoop in the opposite direction, before I could just kind of do it naturally, I would paddle it and just push the hoop across my body. Which I can do this forever. I'm not even like moving my shoulders enough to do anything. I can just stand there like all day, just moving the hoop with my hands across my body. So you can do that, but people do call it. I've heard one person, and I will not name her or him, teacher that I had, that said if you're chest hooping and you are going like this with more of shoulders and less work with the feet, it's cheating because you're using your shoulders as paddles, and that this is not chest hooping, and that this is just paddling the hoop with your shoulders, but this is chest hooping.
That makes
shoulder hooping, whatever. But you know, I say if you can get it, however way you decide to get it, just do it and then master the rest later, because it's not easy to do. I mean, chest hooping is not easy. Let's just, you know, be honest. Maybe some of, you know, hoopers just get it super quick, and if they do, that's awesome. But for me, like, that stuff's hard to do. So took me a long time. It took me a long time to get the leg hooping down too. Oh, that was a fun adventure.
Bruises and all.
So many bruises. I remember, I don't know if I told this story, I probably have, but when I was learning how to like chest hoop, my dad grabbed my arm and he was like, "Is Billy hitting you?" And I was like, "No, that's my hoop, I swear." And no one believed me. Everyone thought my ex was like abusing me. No, my hoop is abusing me. I swear he's a good person. Anyway, alright. Moving on. Ooh, Lee Jeffries, we have a comment from him, but we need to read these first. Okay, so Solfino says, been working on some infinity tosses, Tiana-style over-the-shoulder craziness. Any tips on how to not smash the back of the head when tossing it over the opposite shoulder? I tend to sway to the opposite side to avoid the head collision. That tends to cause me to miss the catch I find. Well, lucky for you, Will and I both took a class from her and learned how to do that, so I'll do a quick demo, and I'll let him explain it in his way too. But the infinity toss is cool, but it's hard, and it takes a lot of practice. I still don't really have it, but I'll show you in like slow-mo or something. She's awesome. She has such a great way of looking at hooping. So the infinity toss kind of looks like, oh golly, all right, I can do it. I can do it. I got the hand ready, Will. The hand. All right, let's see here. All right. Did I do it? Does it look cool?
It looked beautiful.
Thank you. All right. So pretty much what you're doing is you're spinning the hoop where it's going to come over the same shoulder. So a lot of people do this thing, and this is what I did for a long time, where I threw it over my opposite shoulder and kind of like threw it back. Oh, and it was totally wrong. But what you're going to do is you're going to throw it on the ground. And I threw it on the ground. Okay. Anyway, so you're going to toss it under and kind of over your shoulder. So like that. But you're going to catch it with your opposite hand. And then it's going to come over your shoulder. And as it comes over, you're going to catch it with the other hand. So kind of like that. But what you want to do, the reason why it kind of has that tight kind of look to it is because when she's tossing it, it's coming right over the shoulder. It's not coming like out there. It's coming right under. And she kind of like explains it like a flick. So what you want to do is just practice like one shoulder a lot. And I'm looking at, she told me not to look. You can't look at it. You have to look like straight forward. Because if you're looking at it, you're going to like turn your shoulder and then it's not going to be straight. So just get a feel for throwing the hoop over one shoulder and just get used to that kind of feeling. It's almost like a flick, I think, is what she explained it as. Oh, Jesus, Audrey. She's called it like, you like release it with your love fingers or something. Like your, I use my two, these fingers, the two middle ones, and I kind of, yeah, that's what she meant. So you're kind of doing like love, kind of like this, and using these two fingers to kind of give it this lick over the shoulder. It's not like, I mean, if you can toss it, you can, but it feels good to just kind of use those two fingers to just throw it right over the shoulder. So practice it on the left side, practice it on the right side, and then when you're ready, get your opposite hand ready. So when you throw it, you can catch it. Will, do you want to maybe explain that in a different way and see if it makes sense?
Yeah, I'll add on to what you just said. So, can you guys still hear me?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
All right. So, I gotta be careful because I'm gonna end up hitting my ceiling. But one thing that was brought up before is you were talking about the finger positioning. I remember she was saying to another girl who was having difficulty guiding her hoop in the correct direction, she said if you can, put your finger on your hoop so that way you can kind of just point it over top of your shoulder. And that helps you guide your hoop better when you toss it over and hit your wall and your ceiling and everything else.
Oh, wow. Oh, whoa. I'm like throwing my hoop.
She was saying that, and I was, as soon as I did it, I was like, oh my gosh, I can finally do it, because I don't have much shoulder flexibility. Like, I can barely get my hands all the way back to where everybody else can get them. But that definitely helped. As soon as she said that, I was like, oh my goodness, I can get it now. So
Yeah.
that's how I basically do my infinity tosses now, is with that finger there.
That's awesome. Yeah, that definitely does work. And for those of you trying to learn this infinity toss, when him and I took the workshop, hoops were flying everywhere. People just stopped apologizing. They were just like, hand it back, and then they throw their hoop at you and you hand it back. It's hard to do. But it does, when it clicks real good. Anyway, Jenna, did that make sense to you at all? Have you gotten the infinity toss yet?
Yes, it did make sense to me, and I was just practicing it while you guys were explaining, and I have never been able to do, like, I've never really been able to do it. Like, I get the concept of it, but my problem was being able to, like, catch it properly so I could immediately like go back and toss without having to spin it. And the way you guys explained it, I don't know what happened, but my brain was like, duh, you do it like this. So it clicked for me, but I have a ceiling fan, and so I'm going to have to practice that one outside.
Well, you know, that's actually really good that you said that, because how you, like Jenna said, is catching the hoop can make it confusing how to get it from here to here. And, you know, like Will was saying, when your hand is here and ready to catch the hoop, and you throw it, and you break everything in your house, and you catch it, you're catching it kind of like this, and that's when you want to get those love fingers kind of like positioned. So you're catching on the outside of the hoop, and the pointer finger's there, and you're ready to go back over the shoulder. So I don't know. I think getting the hand ready early was the thing that helped me out the most, because I was so like, you know, like my timing was out of sync. But you have to don't look at the hoop. It's so hard for me not to do that. But if you don't look at it and you stay straight, that's when you're going to start feel like gain speed from doing the trick. Cool. All right, moving forward. You guys have any further questions on that for any of us? Go ahead and ask. No worries, no question is dumb. So Katie Wright said, what are some cool stalls I can incorporate into my flow? Much love. Stalls, oh stalls. There's a lot of cool stalls. Jenna, do you do a lot of stalls?
I do when I feel like it, and when I know I'm not gonna like throw up from just sustained spinning and stalling like that. I never had really done stalls before until I went to Hoop Path. And obviously me and Audrey both are, yeah, Hoop Path go. It definitely helps a lot. And hey, Thor, no, sorry. Anyways, I definitely learned from Baxter that you can stall on like any part of your body, which I didn't know. I thought you could like only do chest stalls, which I don't know why. It doesn't make sense to me now why I thought that, but that's what I thought. Hey, quit it. Sorry, cats. Anyways, yes, I like stalls. They're fun.
Yes, they are. And like Jenna said, which was the next point I was going to make, so Jenna's on top of it, was that, you know, and with anything, don't limit yourself to one spot of the body. You know, try to stall wherever. And I've actually been working on that a lot lately, was like where you can stall the hoop. I mean, you can stall on your shoulder, you know, you can do the typical stalls. You can stall, you know, anywhere, but I mean, you can bring the hoop like off the body and stall it and bring it back on. There are so many different ways of stalling the hoop, but all you need to know is that you can stall wherever the heck you want. And I mean, you can even stall around your waist or whatever. However, just like work, it's hard to do, but like just work on different things. Like for instance, what I've been working on is doing these like barrel rolls and seeing if I can stop the hoop and stall it in a complete rotation, which kind of makes like almost like this isolated look, but I haven't gotten it many times. We'll see if I can do it. Oh god, that's so hard. Whew. Anyway, I'll get it eventually, and then I'll figure out how I need to like make it look nice going around. But my goal is to make it look kind of like almost like an isolation. I think I have to like go low. Does that make sense to anyone? Do I sound crazy? Is that one of those tricks?
Totally makes sense.
Yeah, I totally get what you're saying.
But wouldn't that be so cool if like you isolate the hoop with your chest?
Yes.
You have to get pretty low. Boom! I'm called a professional.
You are a professional. Very nice.
Boom, boom, and bang. Okay, so anyway, I've been working on that, and it has made me very dizzy. But anyway, if anyone else can get that and figure out how to do it, we're not renaming it, but I will give you some credit. I'm just kidding. I'm sure tons of people actually know how to do that already. Our community is so creative. I love it. Anyway, so We have a comment from Lee Jeffries. Hello, Lee. Thank you for watching tonight. He is kind of doing a little bit of studying up on the show because he is going to be on here soon. If you guys don't know who Lee Jeffries is, he is a badass hooper. Look him up, and I'll post one of his videos or something, and you guys can check him out. Anyway, he says, your sun drop video is seriously one of my favorite videos of all time. The coin flip at 5 seconds was ridiculously smooth. Yeah. Oh, I remember that. Okay, yes. That was actually one of my more popular videos, and I actually really like that one too. The lighting looks really cool, and I don't know. But I'm glad you like that video. That's like a huge compliment coming from you, so thank you. Noah Earth says, hi Audrey, do you like this music? YouTube Kayla, Dance the Spiral Never Ending. When I watch your videos, I put the music of your video off and listen to this kind of music. It fits perfectly on your moves and makes it look even more psychedelic than it already does. I like it. ... Plus, can you explain paddles and breaks, please? Or give me tips. Thanks. Great. It's from Belgium. Yeah, I actually have a tutorial on breaks and paddles on my YouTube channel, like I said earlier, and it gives you full detail, like slow motion, and it's taught both of the panel members how to do breaks and paddles, so I'm sure it can help you too. So if you want to look that up, you can. I will post it again on the Facebook page, I guess, but if you just type in Audrey Baxter or Bax Breaks and Paddles, you'll find it. It's awesome. You can rewatch it a million times and a million times more. So Isabel Lane says, how can you make a tutorial for how you do your shake it off dance? I loved it and would love to know how to do it myself, or at least a few segments of the dance. Yeah. The thing is, I would have to watch that video 100 times to teach you guys how I did it, because I know a lot of people think it was choreographed, but as you know, Jen and I can both put our hands on the Bible. We very rarely choreograph anything. I don't know, Jenna, did you do any choreographing for your flow video?
I think the only choreographing I ever did was, well, actually I can talk about this part because I posted a video on my Instagram. I put 5 extra wicks on my 5-wick fire hoop, so I had 10 wicks total, and so, which was freaking hot and awesome and just pure bliss. It was amazing. And I had to do it twice because the first time I did it, I was just too freaked out to do anything. But that was the only time I ever choreographed moves. It was just for my own safety because I take fire safety very, very, very seriously. Like, I feel like everyone should. Burning should not be something you do willy-nilly. There's rules and ways to do it. So all I did was practice certain moves that I was going to do while the hoop was still unlit and I hadn't like dipped it or anything yet. But that is pretty much the only time I ever choreograph moves, is if I'm doing like double fire hoops or any kind of fire performance that I'm not used to. I'll plan out moves in my head of, okay, I can do this and this and this, and not set myself on fire. So. Right.
Well, that's awesome. And like Jenna said, she takes fire safety very seriously. And I don't know Will's view on it, but I'm assuming he does. Do you spin fire, Will?
I spin fire all the time.
Okay, well, Jen and I have this like little like motherly thing where, you know, we not only think that people should wait to spin fire until they feel like ready on their journey, not just because it's available, but also that, you know, you take extreme precautions. You know, don't smoke around it. Make sure that you're wearing the proper attire. You know, yada yada yada. So, you know, when people are kind of dumb around fire, we get a little bit sour, I guess.
I don't get so sour unless it's jeopardizing somebody else. If it is like, if it's going to endanger somebody else's safety, then I am over the top. If somebody's like hair is down and it's going to catch on fire, I will definitely be like, you guys should probably put that up. If their pants are starting to catch on fire, I'll go put them out.
Yeah, it's always good to have a safety for sure. I mean, you actually no, you have to have a safety. If someone spins fire without a safety with a wet towel, like shame on you. Like, come on, guys. Like I should show you guys my fire kit sometime. Bonnie Brown has a fire safety class. It's awesome. I have like a bottle of water. I have mason jars for dipping. I have both types. You know, I have the lamp oil and then the kerosene, and I have a smothering towel, like a fire smothering towel. I have a normal towel to just get wet, and I have a lighter. I have hair ties. I have bobby pins. Everything that you need. I have a flashlight in there because sometimes people are spinning fire at night, typically. And I also have a squeezing glove that you can squeeze wicks out with. And it's just smart to have stuff like that because if something happens, like you don't want your friends to catch on fire. You don't want, like that one video that I saw where those very lovely people would putting gasoline on their hoop, and it like burnt the house because they were being careless. I mean, I've seen people smoking around fire hooping, and then all of a sudden, someone's caught on fire because a smoker was not being smart. And like, there needs to be space. There needs to be like boundaries. The safety needs to be telling people to stay back and always have their eye on the person's, on the person. They can't be, conversing with people watching. They need to be focused. But that's a topic for another thing. Jenna and I will both get very worked up if we start talking about it. So let's move on with what she was saying. Shake it off. Anyway, no, that was not choreographed. If you didn't watch the show before where I talked about the video, that was like the third time I listened to the song when I danced to it, and I woke. That's why I was wearing what I was wearing. I sleep in socks and shorts and a shirt, and that I was like, oh, I'm gonna hoop, so I put on a sports bra, and I always turn on my camera. Most of the time I turn my camera to record my dancing, just if I'm not gonna watch it, whatever, but I record it just to have it. And I turned the song on because I was feeling really like pumped about it, and just recorded. I didn't even stop the entire song. I mean, I went all the way through. I was pooped by the end of that song because I just like, when you just hear a song and that flow spark lights up and it just happens, and by the end you're just like, whoa, like you're mentally, like spiritually, everything is just like drained from you, and you're just like, holy shit, like what just happened? And that's kind of what happened on that, and that's when I went back and watched the video. I was like sitting out like sweating, like, okay, like let's watch and see what it looks like, and I'm looking at it and I'm like, oh my gosh. I'm like, I'm sure everyone would like to see this. But when I said everyone, I didn't think like everyone. I just thought like my little community of people. I didn't know that it was going to go on all these weird websites. And
you're the Taylor Swift girl now.
Oh my god, I know. I need to get that like away. No, actually, I like that, but I don't want to like be that for too long. But anyway, I don't know how I would make a tutorial on that. Like, I'd have to watch the video over and over again on like how I did the dance, because I couldn't recreate the same dance twice if I tried. But I don't know.
I think maybe what you could do is like like picked out like the major tricks that you did, because I mean obviously like in your flow, like as in with mine, you don't always like, you're not like trick 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 trick. It's like you're doing on body stuff and on body flow and stuff like that. So I feel like maybe you could do just like, okay, at 1 minute I did this trick and here's how you do it, and then it like blah blah blah, you know, something like that. I don't know.
Okay, that could work. Maybe what we should do is have people tell me what they want from that video. I just feel like it's so basic. I don't really do anything that cool in it. I just kind of like, I just dance. But if you guys want to tell me what?
I said those are like the best videos, when somebody's just doing like, oh yeah, I'm doing this basic stuff, and you're like, oh my gosh, they're just so into it. They're just perfect with the music.
Yeah, and that's what it is. It's like that song might have, like that video, I really don't think would have been as cool without that song, because that's what I was dancing to. That's what was inspiring every movement I made. But I'll see what I can do, because that's not the first time I've been asked to learn the, like, people want to, like, learn the choreography for that song. I'm like, there wasn't any. I don't know what to, like,
So
do.
Audrey, let them know that it is on your YouTube channel now, and maybe they can put comments in there mention, like Jenna said, the timestamp.
Yeah.
Most interested in. Okay, 30 seconds, explain that. And then we can do something. We were going to try to do a little something about that when I get down there, so we'll do a little something special for them.
Okay, cool. So yeah, like Craig said, just go onto the Shake It Off video on my YouTube channel, which you can, I think you can download it too, or something weird like that, and comment on a timestamp of what you want to learn, and I'll, after like a month, or, well, maybe, I don't know.
The download link is on hoopinglive.com if they want to download it. So there's a separate download link on hoopinglive.com.
Okay, cool. So anyway, we'll get it figured out, but guys, that was totally unchoreographed. I mean, if you guys go to Hoop Path, you'll get it. Promise. I'm not being sponsored. Well, I mean, anyway. Jenna, okay, moving on. Bella Bamba Barbie Bamba Bella Bamba Barbie says, "Hey, I found your page about an hour ago. So sorry if you have answered this already. But for someone who wants to start hooping, do you suggest hooping with a regular hoop, But for someone who wants to start hooping, do you suggest starting off with a regular hoop or an LED hoop? I plan on mainly using LED hoops for festivals and shows and parties. So should I learn with that, since that's what I plan on using mostly? Or should I get a beginner start with a regular non-LED hoop? I heard there's a slight weight difference. This is why I ask. Also, is grip tape necessary? How do you pick out which size hoop is right for you? I've seen websites selling different sizes." Whew.
That's a lot.
Yeah. Okay. Well, the thing is, like, I used to be very opinionated about this topic, but now that I've kind of learned how other people like to go about their own process, I've learned to just accept what people want to do. In my own personal opinion, I would say get a regular hoop, because if you're just starting off hooping, you're going to get a big hoop, because you're not going to know, because big hoops are how you learn how to hoop. I don't suggest starting with a smaller hoop. And the thing is, when you start hooping, you have a big one, and they shrink with size, or whatever. Typically, you start with a huge one that's heavy, easy to use, and then you go down in size. And if you want to get an LED hoop off the bat, as a beginner, it's going to have to be a big LED hoop. But after you get better and better, you're going to realize that having this big LED hoop is not, good for you. So my suggestion to you is to get regular hoops, get a big one, and then slowly just shrink down until you find a size that you feel comfortable with. Maybe you can get the really intense glow-in-the-dark Poly Pro that glows forever. That's kind of like a nice substitute for an LED, but I don't know. Jenna, you want to take this one for me?
Yeah, I am in agreement. There we go, with Audrey. I mean, like Audrey said, people are going to do what they want, but I personally think that you need to start with a big hoop. I still actually have one of my beginner hoops over in that pile over there. It's good to have a plethora of hoops that are different sizes, different weights, Polypro and HDPE. It's good to just have them all around. And I actually, when I was probably about 6 months into hooping, I asked for an LED for my birthday. Now, it wasn't a smart hoop. It wasn't like anything crazy like all the smart hoops now, or like even the smart hoop I have now. It was like one of the basic mood hoops that was like $50 or something like that. And it was a very good beginner LED, I guess you could say. It was huge. I think it was like a 38 with like HDPE tubing and grip
Okay.
tape and like the works and everything, you know. And it was like it did me good for like about another 6 months until I asked for my the Helix that I got. And you know, with mood hoops, I've always learned that you can just drop the crap out of them, and they're really not going to break. Their customer service is amazing. So if you are looking to get like a beginner LED hoop, mood hoops is the way to go. But I definitely think you need to get a beginner hoop that's like really heavily taped or whatever, and just beat the crap out of it while you're learning. You know.
Awesome. That is so, I'm so glad you said that because I didn't even think about that. Yeah. You can just get like a cheap LED hoop, but invest in finding out what your size is for sure. Will, do you want to add anything into that with your experience?
For the taping on the inside, I would definitely recommend
Absolutely.
either sanding or taping. Taping better than sanding. I've had some tape which is absolutely fantastic, and I've had some sanding which is all right. But if you just have like the regular inside, if you hoop with any clothes on at all, it gets super difficult to hoop with. So go for
And that's
sanding.
why, yeah, and that's why getting the grip tape, the Velcro stuff that Bonnie Brown sells on outwardspiral.net, it sticks to clothes. And with it getting colder, that might also be a very good option for you, or, you know, whatever. But yeah, I love it. It's like a Velcro kind of thing. It's great. It wears off, but I've had my hoop for almost a year, and it's still like rocking, you know, but every tape wears off. But definitely get some sort of either sanding or grip tape, like Will said. So we only have a little bit of time left, so I want to get through these comments. Fat Rabbit says, has anyone said you look like the 14 from the TV show House?
I think he means 13, and you definitely do.
13 House. Oh, whoa, whoa, no, 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 I don't. I don't look like her. She has quite the jawline.
You kind of look like her. I can see
That's a compliment. Wow. Why is she called 13?
When House was doing some competition to see who would be his new intern or work for him, there was like 60 people, and she was number 13, and he was just like, well, I'm not going to learn your name because I don't need to know it because I'm House.
Because I'm House.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. Cool. Awesome. Well, thank you. That's a compliment. Jeez, she's like super fan. If I look like her, I think Taylor Swift would want to be my friend. Anyway. So Bryant D. Oh, Bryant, we love Bryant, says, Dear Audrey. He always makes the best comments. Okay. Dear Audrey, I finally got back from PE. Right now, I'm in yearbook, so it's cool. So anyways, I was wondering if polypro hoops are better for incognito hooping in school because since I'm banned from hooping until Christmas, Mom thinks I need a break. What?
What?
Whoa, that threw me for a spin there. And since I fear of getting off track of my non-existent hooping schedule. Okay, sorry. And since I'm fear of getting off track of my non-existent hooping schedule, I need to get a portable hoop. Anyways, would you mind if you can be my online pen pal? I'll message you a letter every week on Saturday or Friday via Facebook. We are already friends. From your #1 fan, Brian.
Me.
Can you not like make a deal with your mom? Something like, good lord. She's not letting you hoop?
That's weird.
All right,
That's
so
really...
I definitely see her point because I'm like that. I will hoop nonstop and totally never do my homework ever. However, there are countless studies that do show that at least just 30 minutes of exercise increases brain activity significantly. You learn better, you study better when you are active. So I mean, if you do like 5 minutes of hooping and then 5 minutes of studying, you'd probably turn out better than just doing 10 minutes of straight studying.
Maybe you can make a deal with your mom or something and show her the facts about that, about being active and whatnot. But until Christmas, good Lord, it's like a 2-month break. They do have polypros that they come in sections that you can like click together. That maybe you could get. But yeah, we can email each other online. I'd be fine with that. But I think we should figure out a situation so you can hoop. But I am friends with you, so if you want to send me the first letter, you can do that, and I will reply when I can. And I always appreciate your comments. You are very sweet, and you make me blush. So anyway, Christine Rose says you could do that one butt spank move for the T-Swift tutorial. Yes, that's the best move ever. I'm glad you caught that because I feel like some people did not catch that.
Oh, I caught it on the first try, and I was like, Audrey.
Oh, nutty girl. Yeah, there's a few things I do in there that are like kind of these like secret things. Like at one point, I know a lot of people see where I fan myself off because I'm sweating so hard. I mean, if you watch my face from the beginning to the end, it's like, you know, pretty like matte and not very shiny at the end. It's just like glossy. But I fan myself off at one point, and the spanking move, you guys, I'll just teach you right here, right now, because it's awesome. It's a joke between my friend Bonnie Brown and I, who actually made this hoop, outwardspiral.net. All I do is angle hoop on your waist, and you just spank it. It's fun, but I did that because she says like, why don't you come over, baby, and we can shake, shake, shake. So I'm like, why don't you come over, baby, we can shake, shake, shake. And then that's when I go into that or whatever. But yeah, that's cool. And you can also like if you want to, you can like go all the way down to the ground.
Twerk, twerk, twerk.
That's kind of fun too, but that's not Google appropriate, so I'm not going to show you guys how actually I totally am going to show you this. I learned something at Flow Fest that's super cool. Oh, I'll see if I can do it. Hold on.
Butt hooping. Nice. Oh my gosh.
We have a show title.
Oh, yes, that just happened.
I remember when that happened at FlowFest too. Oh my god.
I was so excited. Okay. I'm sorry if any of you were offended by that, but it's very fun. It feels very satisfying when you get that figured out. Anyway. God. Okay. Fat Rabbit says, mind blown. That's awesome. So last comment of the night, and then we need to wrap up. We have 1 minute left. And then we're going to do the post show, so if you want to be a part of it, check for the link on the Hooping Live Facebook page if you want to be a part of the Hooping Live team. Kelly Fab says, hey Audrey, I got an LED hoop recently and it's pretty heavy and slippery. What kind of tape is good and lightweight? I'm used to light and smaller hoops, so this one is different. How can I adjust? Get it sanded. Only in the inside, just get it sanded. If you don't want to have it sanded, then you're just going to have to use some sort of grip tape or the magic Velcro tape that Bonnie Brown sells. OutwardSpiral.net woman. But gaffer's tape is a pretty kind of a heavier consistency of tape, so I definitely suggest sanding it. If you have any further questions, you can comment down below and we'll get them answered as soon as we can. I'm going to go ahead and let Will say his goodbyes, give you any information to find him online and whatnot. So Will, go ahead.
All right. Well, my name's Will Weimer. You can find me either on Facebook. You can add me. You can follow my performance profile. I perform with the Digital Circus, so if you follow them, you can go anywhere that they go. This weekend, we are going to be performing for PEX at the Roxy over in Philadelphia, which is this huge Halloween thing that they've got going on over there. So I hope to see some of you guys there. And outside of that, I don't know what's coming next. Disney, maybe?
I hope so.
Yeah.
All right, Jenna, go ahead.
Yeah, guys. You can find my links on hoopingLIVE.com. If you click on my name in the little sidebar, it will have a link to my flavors page, which has a link to pretty much every social media site out there. I'm pretty much on all of them. But yeah.
Cool, thank you. And once again, guys, this is Hooping Live, if you didn't catch that already. And we have our show every Monday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. We have a lot of awesome stuff coming up, so if you did not hear the news, you can watch the show again after it's been posted, and you can watch it again and again, in case you just have to see that butt hooping all day. I will have the link posted on the Hooping Live Facebook page if you want to come into the post-show, if you want to be a part of the Hooping Live team. Thank you guys so much for watching. We appreciate and love you each day, and of course, thank you, Craig, for all you do. Until next time.